When I was about 10 years old or so, I was out taking my dog for a walk. I walked the same route every day, at least once a day. However, this particular walk took a turn for the worse. As I rounded a corner, I came across a wounded dove. I felt completely helpless in that moment as I watched the dove struggle to return to her nest and babies. Eventually, I decided to run home with my dog and get my mom to help. Help with what? I wasn't sure. I just knew I couldn't stand around and do nothing. My mom ended up calling local animal control and asking for their advice. While I'm unsure exactly what ended up happening, I do know we did everything in our power to help that injured bird. Now, with that story in mind, what do you think of when you hear the words wild animal rehabilitation? Maybe it's a concept you've never given much thought to. Or maybe you're like me, and it's something that frequently crosses your mind. Gandhi once said, "The greatness of a nation can be judged by the way its animals are treated." Not only are wild animal rehabilitation centers and programs a great way we can care for animals, they allow them to return to their natural roles in the ecosystem, such as returning a predator to its natural hunting grounds to keep prey populations in check. Wild animal rehabilitation centers and programs differ from zoos or even a rescue or sanctuary. While they all play a part in animal care preservation, they took different approaches to the situation. Zoos place an emphasis on human entertainment and education. Meanwhile, rescues and sanctuaries rescue animals that are unable to return to their natural environments. They focus on the lifelong care and treatment of the animal. Rehabilitation centers, however, rescue animals with the intent to return them to the wild. Whether it is a predator being returned to its natural hunting grounds to keep prey populations in check, or a prey species regulating predator population, this allows them to perform the functions they were made for. Not only do wild animal rehabilitation centers and programs work with injured animals, they also work with endangered species. One example is that of the red wolf. There are less than 20 wild red wolves left in their native home in North Carolina. As both an apex predator and keystone species, it is vital the red wolves don't go extinct. Luckily, there are programs in place to help their population numbers grow. As of August of last year, there are 292 American red wolves and programs such as these across the country. Once again, this is just one example of many that showcase the importance of these programs. A famous success story would be that of the bald eagle. Our national bird was added to the endangered species list in the late 1960s to early 1970s. After lots of hard work and dedication, the bald eagle was officially removed from that list in 2007. It is quite clear the impact these programs are having. Now, when I think back on that walk where I found the injured dove, the thing I remember most is how helpless I felt. Helplessness is one of the worst feelings. Standing there, watching the animal struggle, feeling like you can do nothing about it. However, it doesn't have to be that way. With the technology we have access to today, almost everyone has a phone or similar device in them wherever they are. Help for that animal can quite literally be a phone call away. So next time you see an injured or sick animal, I implore you not to just continue on your way, but to stop and get the animal the help it needs. Not just for the sake of the animal alone, but also the ecosystem as a whole. Thank you.